What's up, faithful N.W.A? How's everybody doing? Good evening. It is Friday night, and we're going to talk 49er football. We got our boy Florida Mike. We're going to have some fun tonight. Florida Mike, how you doing, brother? See that you're chilling, drinking a nice cold one on a nice Friday night. Are you ready for some football, brother?
Always, man. Imported straight out of the homeland.
Straight out of the homeland.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Hey, everybody, thank you guys for tuning in. We're excited to have a show. We don't have our full panel, but as always, we're gonna hold it down for our brothers and the fans. Hey, Beto, man, before we get started, man, you gotta show the fans your lovely 49 representation all over your arms, man. Show them the forearms, bro. You got
Show them
too
the
much.
forearm. All right, give me a
Show,
second real quick.
yeah, take your time. Take your time. You got too much
All right, here we go.
greatness on there to not display it.
Oh, man. Appreciate that. What's up, Javier? Young hitter, Josh. What's up, Josh? Eddie Stratford. What's going on, Eddie? And what I did is I hooked up the N.W.A. We're on N.W.A. on YouTube, but I also hooked up my Niner Sickness page so that we can grow the N.W.A., brother. So
nice, bro. Hey,
we're on N.W.A., but I have my Niner Sickness plugged in as well. So that's what we should have did last Friday, but I'm doing it tonight. So real quick, I just want to say what's up, Tom, Nick. What's up, Nick? And Hobby. So check it out. A lot of you guys know my tattoos. We got the SF busting out of my hand. We got the Niners right here. And then we got the Niners right here. Those are my 349er tats, man. So listen, whether we do good or bad, whether we're at a good streak or a bad streak, a lot of people, what they do? They take off their hat, they take off their shirt, and they hide in the closet. When you got this in your hand, bro, you represent the team 24/7, no matter what. I'm not saying that you have to get a tattoo to be a real fan. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, whether we're good or not, whether we're 13-3 or 3-13, you got to represent your team the same way with the same love and fire, right, Mike?
Absolutely, man. Now I'm not tatted up, but hey, it's in the blood.
You're tatted in your heart, bro, where it counts, right?
all day, every day, man.
Got it in your heart, bro. That's what you got the tats at. Javier says hi. Josh says, "What's good, Niner Empire? What's good, bro? My boy Eddie. I love this dude. What's up, Eddie Stratford? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. If the show is never what it is without our boy Tom. What's up, Tom? Out of all of us, Tom loves me the best, right?
I'm sure. Until you do the duck race,
Tom. Nick says, "What's up, Beto and Florida Mike?" I was talking to Nathaniel earlier today, bro, and my name correctly is Beto with an E, Beto, but I'm so used to people calling me Beto. What's up, Beto? Hey, Beto. Bato. That I started to pick that up. Instead of correcting them, next thing you know, I'm like, I read it and I read it as Beto. Or, hey, this is Niner Beto. I'm like, wait a minute. No. It's Beto. So I got to get back to that, bro. I got stuck on the Beto and I got to correct people. It's not Beto. It's Beto. You can pronounce Beto, right, Mike?
Beto.
Yeah, see, it ain't that hard. So I just want to make that correction. It's Beto, not Beto. Javier says, hey, guys, hear about Kittle? Yeah, we're going to talk about that. It's going to be interesting. He might not play due to injury. Mike, I don't know if you were aware of that or not.
No, I wasn't. But, it's nothing new, man. He's missed time before. If you've seen Kittle in his career, he's missed time. Hey, Facebook user, you should drink with me. It's actually funny. It's deceptive. So, if you don't know anything about German beer, man, I invite you to come with me. You're welcome to drink. I'll give you a wine cooler if you want one, but I'll give you a real German drink if you like. That's funny. But yeah, George Kittle has been injured quite often in the season. Now, it's not a lengthy period of time like Garoppolo, but he's missed games. The way he plays is pretty physical. I'm not sure what the injury is. This is my first time hearing about it. To be honest, I didn't hear about that until now. So, not surprised, but it sucks that it's this matchup against Seattle. Wasn't he missing the year we played Seattle and San Francisco when Clowney had the monster game? Wasn't he missing that game?
I think so. I think he was.
Yeah.
I think he
It's
was
like
away from the
damn,
game.
Seattle. Yeah. But it's a 17 game season. Well, whatever. But yeah, it's as long season as long as he's not out for a significant time. I mean, we just got to step up, man. So
Exactly. Well, Dwally just got to step up. And Debo, you know, if Kittle doesn't play, definitely will be missed. He's a great receiver, and definitely a key to the Niners' offense. But I am more concerned about the running game, man. Even with Kittle in there, if we don't get the running game going, it's going to be an issue. So I'd rather get the running game going. And people may say, well, wait a minute. That's where Kittle's needed for blocking. Well, we got Juice, man. And we got Dwally. So we'll be all right. Hopefully he plays, but if he doesn't play. Now, he's injured, but he hasn't been ruled out unless somebody. I haven't kept up to the latest of the Niners as of right now. So if he's out, he's out. I'm not aware of it. But for what I heard, he's still a possibility. So Kittle, if given the opportunity, Mike, he'll play.
yeah, it sucks when your best receiver is out or questionable, I should say now. But if he is out, we're gonna have to step up as usual and fill the void. To be honest, man, Kittle hasn't been utilized like we wanted on this panel. And last game they utilized him more, but the first two games they didn't. So, he's more than a blocker. I hate to say it. He blocks. That's cool. He's a tight end, but I would hope to see him have more targets by far than blocks. We got linemen for that. So, but we'll see what we come out and do. Maybe this might force Shanahan to use other guys. Like Debo's been stepping up. Brandon Ayuk hopefully comes on some more and give Trey Sermon more carries. Let him touch the ball more than 10 times and take pressure off Garoppolo. So it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm still laughing at a lot of the fans that are blasting the defensive coach for the last week's game when there was, of course, the last play of the game. People will highlight and say we should have double teamed Adams, should not win prevent defense. But prior to that, the man got his defense got a 4-and-out. They got a 3-and-0, 3-and-out, and a 4-and-out. They got a 4-down stand. So it's like people cheer him on in a few plays, and then the next play they're like, and they're forgetting it's a total game, man. And we went over this last week's show. So if you missed it Monday, definitely check out our show last week. But for those of you that are on the Niner sickness as well, in a recap nutshell, we basically just said the team did not play a complete game. There were some situations where the defense man didn't do some things right, but then there were some situations where the offense had a couple turnovers and did not score. We were losing 17-0.
Yep.
So we put the defense on the field more than they should have with those two turnovers, and one of them was a score. You take that field goal away, we lost by 2 points.
2 points, yes, sir.
So you do the math. We take their field goal away. I mean, they don't have. It would have been a different situation. They don't play for the field goal win. They have to play to win with 37 seconds left. But we could say that about the whole game. If we would have got targeting, which they didn't call, or not too many pass interferences, they gave them like 9 first downs, which was ridiculous. The whole game was crazy. So I feel like we were out coached more than anything, in my opinion. That's just me. I'm more. I'm a little upset with Kyle Shanahan more than I am the defensive coach. Kyle Shanahan has been here long enough to, do better at what he does best, and I think he overcomplicates some of the offense at times. Not running Jimmy G on a 4th and 1 like we mentioned Monday. For those of you that don't know, that's basically what we were talking about. Some of the things that we expect to see from Kyle Shanahan, and he didn't do what he does his bread and butter. They weren't stopping our 4th and 1. So we didn't even run that with him on 3rd and 1s, 4th and 1s. We punted on a 4th and 1. He's 100% in his career, 4th and 1 with us. Go for it, man. Be aggressive. I don't know.
Absolutely. Javier says, hey Beto, do you have that cap available in a curve flop? No, I do not. I like him like this, and I also like him the other way. But I do not, brother. I have a lot of other hats similar that are curved, but not this particular style, Mr. Javier Rios. Let's get to some of these questions, bro. Says I can't drink right now. I'm at work. Um,
Yeah,
Corey says, "What's
don't
up?"
do that.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't drink
Don't
at
do
work.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mike told me.
I'll give him. Yeah, go ahead.
Mike told me to drink, and I'm drinking at work. Don't do that. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Now, I ain't gonna come on the show and get wasted. Now, I'm not gonna do that. But I'll come over here and have me a little something refreshing and cool. But I throw my little Florida punch in there. You ain't from down here, you don't know what that means. But I'll put a little something in there. So while it looks nice, it is very deceiving. It will sneak up on you very fast. Trust me. I'm just able to manage it on the show. But a lot of y'all get that Florida punch, you can't handle it. You ain't from down here. But
I got the Russian stuff.
yeah, yeah, hey, that's cool. That's
No,
cool.
it's just water in there, bro.
Nah, hey, that's even better. That's what we should be drinking. But our honesty, guys, I think our team is, um, in a position to do well this year. But how well will we do has yet to be seen. We just need a complete effort. And the defensive coach, man, we got to be patient, man. He's in year one,
Third
game three.
game, yeah.
You know, um, Kyle Shanahan, although the roster was much more depleted, year one didn't look so great. I mean, Robert Sala's year one. Tell me how that went. You know, was he the same Robert Sala as he was year three? So you gotta, you know, as long as he's showing improvement and getting better, that's what matters to me. Because in the long run, by playoffs, he'll be a
Absolutely.
lot better than what he is today, right?
Yep.
And we're hoping to make the playoffs in this hard division and injuries. So
Yes,
hopefully
sir.
we stay healthy. That's
That is
more
the
my
key.
concern than anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. People are frustrated with Kyle Shanahan. People are frustrated with the running game. There's a lot of frustration to go around, in particular with Jimmy G, and people have been blaming, unfortunately, D'Amico Ryans. But to your point, Mike, it's his third game of his first year as a defensive coordinator. Which coordinator came in, unless you went to a new team with a lot of experience? Which first-time coordinator have you ever seen really become dominant in the first few games? To me, D'Amico is trying to find his niche. He's trying to see what works for him. He's trying not to get killed in the process, but he's trying to find out what works for him, what doesn't work for him. He's trying to build his own style. He might have learned from Robert Saleh. He might have picked up a lot of things from Robert Saleh, but D'Amico Ryans is his own person. He wants to install his own ways into the scheme, and he's going to try to figure it out, man. He will. So we got to give him credit. Now, in the Kyle side, he's been doing it for 5 years, Mike. Still, as much as people are complaining about Kyle Shanahan, you know what gets me, Mike, is there ain't no other coach out there available that is better than Mike. Better than Kyle. You tell me, if we get rid of Kyle, like a lot of these Niner fans want, who are you going to replace him with at that level that Kyle's
Whoa.
coaching?
I'm hoping we don't have Niner. Now listen, I might be disappointed with Kyle Shanahan, but I don't suggest getting rid of him.
Thank you.
We're only a couple years removed from a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We changed the culture of this team. We went from a Tom Sula, Chip Kelly to Kyle Shanahan. And in year three, Kyle Shanahan got us to the Super Bowl. So let's not overreact. We have a great coach here. However, is he perfect? No. All we're doing is simply saying we know he's great. We want him to be consistently great and not have these poor coach games or situations where he coaches poorly. Especially when he knows his bread and butter has been working. Why go away? Until somebody stops it, especially Green Bay, it's no need to get running the ball with Debo around and Kittle around. You got a running back. Let the man do what he do. But I'm trying to pay attention here to some of the comments now. So we had a question with, I believe Javier has a question. Javier Rios, what's up, brother? He says, fellas, let me ask you, do you think our offense should be strong by now? I mean, he gets the brick by brick, but it's been a lot of bricks. you know what? It's only game 3, so I'm not going to overreact and say our offense is a problem. I'll just say I haven't been happy with the way it's been led by Coach Kyle Shanahan. Our offense has done some good things. I mean, we're 2-1. As poorly coached as we were, we still could have beat Green Bay. We
Correct.
actually should have beat Green Bay, in my opinion. But um, you know, I feel like our offense has not maximized the potential. That's just me. I feel like we're playing we're playing like too strategic rather than just playing and doing best with what the hell we can do. Just simplify it and let the guys run. I still don't understand why Trey Sermon had 10 carries as a starting running back. You know, Juszczyk got like half of his carries. He got
Yep.
like 5. So a fullback getting, I mean, your starting running back, 3rd round pick, 10 carries, I just don't understand. Especially when you run against Green Bay pretty well historically. Granted, we don't have Mostert, but still, man, it don't matter. Like, we have a good offensive line to where we should be able to run. But we'll see. Seattle will show where we're at from the loss.
For what I've been hearing from Kyle Shanahan regarding the particularly Trey Sermon, Mike, is that Trey Sermon hesitates to hit the hole. You know those holes close up right away. You got to hit it when it's open, and for some reason Trey Sermon is hesitating to hit the holes when they're open. And by the time he decides which hole to hit, it closes up on him. And I believe that's a little bit of the frustration that Cal has been having with Trey Sermon and the way he uses him. But if you heard his conversation today with the media, he said that Thursday and today, Trey Sermon showed him that he's hitting those holes quicker, and he's doing better. So Kyle hopes that transcends into Sunday's game. But I think this is the reason why he's been hesitant with Trey, is that Trey hesitates in hitting those holes. He thinks too much. Instead of reacting, he's thinking. And you know in football, bro, you can't think too much because those holes close immediately. And I think those are the issues that he's having with Trey.
Yeah, I mean, something seems a little off, but we'll see. I still don't understand why have him out there for 10 carries then. Shit, you might as well just go empty backfield or, I just don't understand. I think despite what I don't know if that's how Kyle Shanahan feels or did he come out and say that, but if that is how he feels, I still want to know why 10 carries then.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah,
Right. Okay. That's
this
what he
is not me
said.
speculating.
Okay.
This is what he said in his press conference
Okay.
today.
Yeah, and it still doesn't justify 10 carries in my opinion. Starting running back.
Oh, I agree.
When Trey Sermon got the ball more, he actually started producing. He scored a touchdown, didn't he?
Yep.
So you got to give him more opportunities. It's like he dropped the ball on that catch. They just took him out for like a whole quarter.
Yeah.
A guy is not going to get in the rhythm if you just don't go to him. Like you.
Well, that's not going to build his confidence either.
Yeah, he's talented enough to get damn first downs, man. Period. The man can play football. You drafted him before Elijah Mitchell. So.
Oh yeah.
I just feel like use the man, let him go. You got an offensive line that is just good enough to do what they got to do. On paper, this is the best O-line we've had, in Kyle Shanahan era.
Exactly.
So across the board.
Kittle, Don, to answer your question, he is not possibly maybe out for the game, but it's not a for sure thing. It'll be known by Sunday before the game. Kyle's like that. He's not gonna put him out if he's not out. He's gonna keep Seattle wondering what he's gonna do to the last minute that he has before he announces it. I don't know what time it is on Sunday, but we'll find out Sunday for sure whether he's playing or not. For those fantasy owners, I wouldn't put him on your fantasy league this week, but because you may forget and leave him in there. But we'll find out Sunday for sure. Let me make sure I'm not falling behind. Nick says Niners don't have no running game. They have a running game. They just gotta stick with it, man. They gotta. Now, are we missing the Raheem Mostert getting hurt in the second play of the very first game in the 2021 season was definitely a hit to our running game. Now, we did draft two running backs, and Elijah Mitchell seems to be catching on a little bit better than Trey. But Trey Sermon's a third round pick out of Ohio State that I believe is going to be great for us anyway. But and then Jeff Wilson Jr. getting hurt prior to the season started has really hurt us in the running game. So Kyle has to make his adjustments there. And whenever you get hit like that, man, it does changes the way you design your plays. Nobody expected. We all know that Raheem Mostert gets hurt, but let's be real. Did anybody expect him to get hurt in the second play of the first game of the season? No. But it is what it is. He gets hurt. So now we're making the proper adjustments. I think Trey Sermon will eventually step up his game. And Elijah Mitchell is healing from his shoulder injury. I believe Elijah would have been available last week. I think they kept him out one extra week. So I'm be shocked if he didn't play against the Seattle Seahawks. But let me ask you, Mike, offensively, what do the Niners need to do to give themselves an opportunity to beat Seattle offensively?
Man, run the damn ball, and give. I believe if we give Sermon more opportunities, our run game will be more effective. 10 attempts is just not enough. So when Mitchell is getting more attempts, he's going to produce more. It just makes sense. When Sermon gets more attempts, he will produce more. You can't go away from the man if he just has a drop ball and a quarter and some change. He's out. But to beat Seattle, we just got to be consistent. Seattle will play us tough. They always do. We have better team, but will we execute what we're supposed to do? Has yet to be seen. I'm interested to see how we're going to do against the mobile quarterback back there that they have. And offense, I'm interested to see how we move the chains with our run game. And if we can do those two, if we can keep Russell Wilson contained enough to where, he's getting pressured, which, I mean, that's going to be a challenge in itself because you got to still chase him. But if we can get him, they lost two games. So, there's something they're lacking there too. I haven't watched that team this season, to be honest. So, but I know Russell Wilson well enough. So, run the damn ball well, and on defense, man, limit his big play, keep everything in front. We're gonna have to make sure we're tight in that secondary because they got two receivers, man, that can go off on us, and we really got to get some pressure on Wilson or step up in the secondary to where, man, we can contain that big play downfield.
Yep. I agree, and I agree on defensively. We definitely got to put pressure on Russell Wilson. Now, Aaron Rodgers was I mean 2 seconds. He was getting rid of the ball quickly, did not allow to our defenders to get to him. But Russell Wilson, he loves the big play, bro. He loves that big play, so he's going to tend to hold the ball a little bit longer than Aaron Rodgers did, and that'll give our guys an opportunity to get there. And the secondary best friend is a good pass rush. So as our secondary, we're still trying to figure out who's going to be the complementary corner with Emmanuel Mosley. Is it going to be Josh Norman? Is he going to be able to play? He says he feels better, but they're keeping an eye on him. Is it going to be Kirkpatrick? What I do know is they asked Kyle about Avery Thomas, and Avery Thomas being a overall pick, a third round pick, I should say, not third overall, but third round pick. He hasn't impressed Kyle at all, or D'Amico Ryan, because when they said about Avery Thomas, they said, yeah, Avery Thomas is not going to be able to do. He's available, but he's not going to be able to surpass any of the guys that are on the roster right now. What do you think the problem is with Avery Thomas? What do you think he's struggling with?
I don't know, man. I can't really say, to be honest, man. If he's not beating out the guys, that are already there, and the rookies that we have, it's I don't know. they see more than I do on practice and film. Obviously, they don't feel confident in them. So if they're obviously going to go with their best options, who they see fit, and I have to trust their judgment. So that's a question I can be honest, I don't know.
Yes, sir. Hey, Christopher Carver, how you doing, brother? Do me a favor. Just wanted to say hello to you. Say hi to your dad for me. I would appreciate that.
Indeed.
From the
Indeed.
N.W.A, bro. Thank you for spending some time with us tonight. I love for us to sweep our divisional opponent, but realistically, we'll split with a division opponent or two. What's your thoughts on that, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, when's the last time we swept? Have we swept these people in the
Yeah, the
division,
Rams.
man? I
The Rams, we swept them
no,
for the
I'm
last two
I'm, I'm
years.
saying like I'm saying the whole division.
Mm.
Because
Oh,
I'm
no.
reading Carver's comments. He says, I love for us to sweep our divisional opponents, but realistically, we're split with the division opponent too. I'm asking, when's the last time have we
Got
ever
you, got
swept
you,
our
got
whole
you.
division?
It's, I can't remember, bro. I doubt it. It's been a
Yeah,
long time.
history says we're not going to. So, unfortunately, we're going to drop a game to one of these teams. Now, this season, I mean, hey, man, you don't bring your A game, you can lose every game. It's
Yep.
not like there's San Francisco and everyone else. This division's pretty even. Arizona might be the weakest link on paper, but right now, Seattle, record wise, is the weakest link, and we know how Seattle plays us, man. They come to us, for some reason they get up with us. So we just got to match their energy, get up with them, and beat them, smack them up, man, beat them down, and let them know when they come to California, you ain't got nothing here.
Exactly, brother. I just want to welcome Ismail Ortiz, welcome Christian Carver, welcome Cherie to the show. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for stepping in. Appreciate it. Listen, for a lot of you guys that are watching us on Facebook, as I tagged my Facebook page, do me a favor, get a chance, go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the N.W.A. This is the N.W.A show on Friday nights, on Monday nights. We come on here with a panel of four. There's two of us tonight, obviously myself and Florida Mike. We have the Boston Hater and E-Man. So come over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and become a part of the N.W.A family. But I do appreciate you guys stopping by and saying hello and being part of the show tonight. Don says,
Happy birthday, E man, too.
happy birthday, E-Man. Yeah, Don says, sorry if I'm not talking much, watching my... It's all right. No worries. Enjoy your Giants game. No worries, Don. We're definitely going to kill some chicken Sunday. I don't think it's going to be an easy task, but we can definitely come with a win. What's up, Monte Williams? How you doing? Welcome to the show, brother. He says, what's up, Niner Sickness and
What's up,
Florida
Monty? How you
Mike.
doing, sir? What's up, bro?
Hey, the Boston Haters here. Avery Thomas is struggling to be good at football. Yeah, he's struggling all right. What's up, Boston
There
Hater?
you have it.
Welcome.
That answers the question. Guess
Yep.
he's struggling.
Hey, has anybody heard from Eric? Yeah, he's celebrating his birthday with his lady and his family. So he's definitely making it a big birthday weekend for himself. So that's why he's not on the show. And if he was, we would have kicked him out. We're like, hey, get out of here. Go celebrate your birthday. You don't need to be hanging out with the boys on your birthday, man. So he's in better company right now, enjoying himself. So good for Eric. Javier, I spoke to him earlier today. Yeah, Nathaniel bugs you even on your birthday, but it's okay. So he's probably the only one that spoke to him.
Oh man,
I love Nate.
there's gonna be some backlash to that comment right there.
Yeah, oh yeah, he knows I love him. But yeah. So let's get into some Seahawks, man. We're going to be facing Russell Wilson. We're going to be facing DK Metcalf. We're going to be facing Taylor Lockett and Carson, the running back, he's not a bad running back. He's pretty good. Out of those names that I just mentioned, other than Russell Wilson, of course, who gives us the worst threat of those three, the two receivers or the running back?
I mean, considering our secondary right now is probably our weakest link, I'm going to say receivers, especially Lockett, man. I mean, Lockett has been very consistent, playing really good. making big plays, man. So we haven't been matching up well with receivers. So we got really two good receivers to deal with now, as opposed to that one big superstar over there in Green Bay. We got two good quality receivers here. So yeah, we're gonna have to get a lot of pressure on Wilson, man, and make him make some hopefully some bad decisions or get some 3-and-outs. That's what we need. We got Monty. Looks like Monty had a question. Mike and Beto, are you concerned about Kittle might not play this Sunday? No, I'm not. Like I said earlier, Kittle has missed games in this every season, it seems. So we're gonna have to just roll with the punches. I mean, we've been doing it. So why stop now? He's unfortunately had not played a full season. So he's always seems to get hurt at a critical game. Like I said before, he missed the Seattle game last time, 2019. So sucks. It's the timing, but he's gonna miss games.
Yeah, he's a type the way he plays physically. I never foresee him playing all 16 now 17 games a year. He's gonna miss one or two games a year, hopefully the minimum, and it's just a matter of when and who are we playing when he does. So, Kathy Sanchez, the Queen, how you doing, Kathy? She says, "Sorry, I just woke up. The hours that you work, girl, the fact that you're still working, kudos to you, Kathy. Much love and respect, girl. No worries. Glad to have you here. We got Steve in the house. What's up, Steve? Welcome to the show. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Welcome to the N.W.A podcast, sir. Says we were on one game away. God, today's a long day from sweeping the division in 2019. That is right. We lost to the Seahawks. Otherwise, we would have swept them. Everything takes steps. When one team sweeps the division, the Niners will be the first to 6. So he's saying that basically whoever wins the division or sweeps the division, it will be the Niners. The way the Rams are playing this year, they may say different, but I hear you, Steve. Any thoughts to his question?
Didn't we have? I mean, ever since we realigned the division, like when the New Orleans and Atlanta got out of our division and were replaced with Seattle and Arizona, didn't they have a team since that swept the division? I believe, since the realignment, somebody in the NFC West has swept the division before, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I can't. I'll be guessing, to be honest with you, at this point.
I want to say the Rams or Seattle. I can't remember which one because I remember there was a year where someone swept it. I think maybe they didn't sweep them. Maybe they just won the division. I don't know if they swept. I thought they swept the division, but maybe not. Maybe they just won it, but they didn't do well either. They just won the division. I can't remember. We might have to go back and look though.
Did we bear the Cardinals 2 times? Bear.
Yeah, we did bear them. We mauled them. So yeah, we sure did.
I think he meant to say beat. I think that's the.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to say we buried them.
There you
we
go.
We mauled them. We put them in hibernation. That's even better.
Javier says, ever notice that every time we play them, that if we make one mistake, just one mistake, we end up paying for it. Same goes to the Seahawks. Yeah, the game that we played, the Seahawks, I don't know about you guys. It seems that when the Seahawks play us at home, if they beat us by a small margin. But when we play them in Seattle, if they beat us, they can beat us for at least 2 scores. So they play better at home than we do. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I think a lot of that has to do with the rosters we had. Granted, when Kaepernick was here, we played them better, and we got our brains beat out up there, and we had a good roster. But I don't know, man. It's maybe maybe when we played Seattle historically, we've struggled. Boston Hader has brought that to my attention before. I don't really recall a lot of the games back when they were in the AFC, paying attention to it like that. But now that they're in our division, I know majority of the years we've been in the division since they joined, we haven't really been great until Harbaugh came. So it hasn't been like the whole time we've had great teams. We had a decade where we were just down and out. So everybody was beating us, it seemed. So, but yeah, when we're a good team, I mean, hey, Seattle remembers the last time we went up there and beat them on their field. The year was the Super Bowl on the 1 yard line. They had twice defeat at the 1 yard line. Super Bowl, NFC Championship. So we get them on the 1 yard line, we win. I don't want it to come down to that though. I ain't gonna joke, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
hear you.
man. I personally ain't worried about no Seattle. I think them being on the road, it's perceived as tougher because we either get blown out or we struggle to win more than they do coming to Cali. But man, that's you get a legitimate team in there, man. You all right. Take Russell Wilson off and see how much that home field helps them.
Yep. The Rams swept the division and they were in last place.
Yeah, okay. I knew there had to be a team, right? Because the Rams went 6-0 one time, but they didn't do well like that. Um, something like yeah. I knew there had to be a team because I was like somebody had to do a sweep before.
So it was definitely the Rams, according to Nathaniel.
Yeah, I believe he's right because I remember that.
Um,
But
Go ahead, bro.
yeah, but I was gonna say, you know, Niner fans, we go, if you look at every game that we played when we're a winning record team, we have not got blown out, right? When Jimmy Garoppolo plays, we haven't got blown out, right? So when we play at Seattle with a winning record team, I'm not worried about getting blown out because it has yet to happen. Every game we played in has been within one possession. You look at the year we went to the Super Bowl, we lost 3 games. Tell me one game that was more than 7 points that we lost. Just name one. Every game was within a possession.
Yep.
So we have a good team. We can play with anybody. That's proven. That's why I'm not worried about anybody. Seattle, I don't give a damn who it is. We can go to Seattle. I ain't worried about nothing. We healthy. We all right. We got a chance to win. They ain't unbeatable up there. We did beat them in Seattle recently. We'll do it again.
Yeah,
But
2019.
right
Yeah.
now, we got to beat them in San Francisco, Santa Clara, whatever you want to say. We got to beat them in the Bay Area.
As good as their offense, and the thing about Seattle, especially this year, I think they lead the league in quick starts offensively in the first 2 quarters. They jump up quick. So that's where the Niners defense has to really step up. We can't afford to fall back. We tend to start slow, finish a little bit strong. Seattle, on the other hand, starts very well and then it kind of fizzles out in the second half. But their defense is not good. Good this year. But they have Russell Wilson. As long as Russell Wilson's there, they're always going to compete. They're always going to make plays because of that quarterback play. But I think that if the Niners just stay disciplined, hit the hole, run the game, do what they need to do, we should be able to get a win. It won't be easy. A lot of people think it's going to be a blowout. I think if we win, we probably win by no more than 7 points, if not a field goal. In my opinion, it's going to be definitely a dogfight, and the team that makes the least amount of mistakes will come out with the victory. But we'll have to wait and see. Seattle's even if Seattle's a bad team or a good team, it seems like whenever the Niners and Seattle play each other, Seattle's always had the upper hand for some reason. It's time to change that narrative. It's time to change that. But they have had that better hand against us. So hopefully when we play on Sunday, they will have an outcome that we'll be happy to talk about. But it's not going to be easy for sure, bro.
Right. Right.
Not going to be
Yeah.
easy.
So I mean, at the end of the day, a win is a win. It doesn't really matter how we get it. We just got to execute on our side. Hopefully, Jimmy Garoppolo don't do no backward passes, and
Yes, we don't
we
need no
can't have
we
that.
don't need no backward passes. Correct.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see how our defense plays. If they get out to a quick start, it's to be the same thing Green Bay did. The question is, how can we play for the rest of the game? Can we preserve? Because we'll have plays where we do stop Seattle on some
Yep.
series, but we got to see how consistently our offensive defense click at the same time. We can't have defense showing up, one spurt and then offense showing up. We need both of them to be clicked. So, at the end of the day, I think uh, as long as we do our part, we'll be fine. I mean, hey, Seattle's already got beat twice. They're not unbeatable. So whatever those teams did that beat them, we got to do similar at a better level and execute. So
There you go,
we'll
Mike.
see what happens. That'll come at the end.
Did you get that? What Eric's saying?
Yeah, yeah, that'll come at the end.
Oh, okay. Cool. Let's see here. What? Oops. Watch out for Eric. He's back in action. Happy birthday, Javier says.
Well, since it's his birthday and he wants to hear it that bad, I'm going to go ahead and give it to him since he requested it. Screw Seattle. Screw the Seahawks. Screw the movie Sleepless in Seattle. Screw the Seattle Supersonics. Oh, wait, they don't have an NBA team.
Nope.
And screw the 12th man because that's Texas A&M, a college team. And screw the CenturyLink. We know why they call it that. They win once every century. That's what they do best. So
Seattle's so bad that the team decided to go to Oklahoma, bro.
Correct. And the bottom line is this team is not a historic original NFC West team. They came over here from the AFC. They got out to a nice little hot start when they got Pete Carroll, and their fans have, I guess, came up with this newly 12th man crap they ain't never did before in their life. But it's fine. If you got to take from some 18 to 22-year-olds because you don't have your own style as a grown man team, that's cool. That's your thing. We don't need to do that. You don't see San Francisco taking college swag, but cool. But yeah, I don't really care about any of them up there. I'm not a fan of nothing they have up there, and it's apparent that they don't like us. We don't really like them either. So it's all good. We smack them in the mouth. We're gonna do what we do. Like I tell these people, we got more Super Bowls than our whole division combined. So nothing to say.
That is true. You have a question there. Let me not a comment, not a question, but a statement. It says, Mike, don't forget Seattle's best coffee. I don't know what
I
he
don't drink
means.
coffee, so I have no idea.
You don't drink coffee either?
But no, but if they got the best coffee, screw their coffee.
You and Nate both don't drink coffee. That's unheard of. You never drank coffee. You just haven't drank coffee anymore.
No, I don't drink coffee at all. I've never had it.
Are you serious?
Very serious. I have no reason to drink coffee.
Wow, interesting.
Not a coffee guy.
I can't live without it, bro. I literally cannot live without coffee, and I have to have it really strong.
You love coffee?
Oh, every day, bro. Gotta have it. I start in a bad mood if I don't. It's like a fix. Yeah. If I don't have it, bro, yeah. It's a drug, bro. It's a drug. Caffeine drug. Okay, hold on. How about now? Let me know, Nate. Let me know if you can still hear them. I haven't had coffee in a year and a half. Okay. And then Javier says, I don't drink coffee. Wow. It says, Eric, you are wrong. I hear all the time Niner Super Bowls are so old. I tell them if they are so, what talking y'all so long? What's taking the other team so long? Got you.
Yeah, that's a valid point. I mean, man, look, everybody talking about the Niners ain't won since 1994 or whatever, but we've been to Super Bowls recently, and we have 5. That's more than like majority of the league. So there's only what the Steelers, the Pats, and Dallas that's on par with us. Everybody
Hmm.
else does not have equivalent Super Bowl. So what? Three teams? I mean, two have more. One is tied. So I mean, for teams that got a lot to say about us, that talking about we ain't won since '90s. Well, that says a lot about your team because we haven't won since 1994 and we still have more than you. So what does that say? So yeah, everybody got a lot to say. Uh, but hey, when you're great, it don't matter. And we're on a quest for six. We got a Super Bowl window, so we just got to keep going, man. We gotta pull one out. We should have beat Kansas City, but that's just my humble opinion. That game got away from us. We was up 10 with 6 minutes left. We should have beat Kansas City.
Yeah, we definitely should have. No, I hear you, bro. I hear you. It's frustrating. Um, let's see, pumpkin pie. I ain't gonna lie. My wife makes some of that pumpkin spice coffee. That smells pretty good. Yeah, some people love. Dang, Nate. Well, I might as well just turn off my microphone. Um, but I love coffee, man. There's a lot of things that I had to give up after my disability. I had to give up a lot of things, and coffee was something that they try to take away from me, bro. And I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna give. I don't drink as much as I used to, but I at least have
Right,
to have at least 18 cups a day. Um,
right.
no, no, just kidding. I have about 3 or 4 cups, but they have to be strong though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it smells good, but nah, it's not my cup of coffee.
Yeah, yeah. Do you hear my birds, Mike?
It don't really bother me to be honest. I'm not even paying them no attention until you brought them up.
But you do then.
Honestly, I didn't until you brought it up because like now I'm like, okay, let me see if I hear him. But when I was talking and I'm in the flow of the show, I don't even.
Yeah, because
I'm zoning everything out. So
they're chirping loud right now, and I'm lowering it down as much as I can, and I'm really low. Has my voice
right.
gone down too?
Nah, you sound good to me.
You can still hear me?
Yeah,
Hold on there.
absolutely.
What about now?
Yep, I sure can.
I don't sound low or nothing.
No.
All right, so let me know, guys. Nate, particularly if you can still hear the birds, I lowered down quite a bit. Let me know if I'm still coming, if the birds are still coming through. Eric says I don't hear anything. That's because you don't pay
Yeah,
attention. That's because you don't pay attention to me,
I
bro.
don't hear anything to be honest with you, but I would have to sit there and listen in and like I'm talking. So when I'm talking and I'm listening to you and we talking with the fans, I ain't hearing no damn birds chirp. The only birds I'm gonna hear croak is Seattle on Sunday. And one more game for you, Eric. Screw Seattle and screw their coffee, since Nate says they have the best coffee. And that big ass building they got out there in their downtown, screw that too. The needle, is that what it's called?
Yep, the Sky Needle,
Yeah, a
whatever.
needle
Uh,
in a haystack. Screw them too.
Screw everything about Seattle. The only reason why they're sleepless in Seattle because
Absolutely.
nobody wants to sleep there.
Yeah. And screw the whole state while we at it, man. Why not?
Tom,
Tacoma, Spokane, screw them too, man. Everybody up
Did you
there
see what
likes
Tom?
them, screw them.
Did you see what Tom put?
Let me see. Let me check it
Nate
out.
does. He has big ears.
Oh,
Freaking Tom.
yeah. But yeah, man, we just gotta play sound football, man. Like I don't want to lose no games. The rivalry of San Francisco and Seattle, it literally got big when Carroll and Harbaugh. You know, I mean, prior to that, I don't remember really having attention towards Seattle like that. So you know, uh, but it is what it is now, and there's been some wars and some big games that dictated Super Bowl path. So we are with linked to them, ironically, centrally linked to them in this rival. And we need to show up and do what we do.
Yep.
But I wouldn't trade our franchise with theirs. I tell you that. All the little wins they got recently, I wouldn't trade ours with theirs.
You wouldn't, huh?
So hell no. I wouldn't trade ours with the Steelers. And when they talk to us talking about they got 6 and we got 5, I'm like, all right, cool. But at the end of the day, you got a team that came up recently and tied you in your conference. Dallas ain't been on par with us since the 90s. So we haven't had a team from the NFC come up with us like that. But they got 6. That's cool. They're happy with their little 6. I don't like Pittsburgh because they rooted against us in the Ravens. I mean, I'm thinking that's their divisional thing. I'm not saying all of their fans, but Steelers fans that I know, they didn't want us tying for 6 because we're a threat. So if you're going to root for your divisional rival because you worried about our franchise tying you, then I can't respect that. You're a Steelers fan. You're supposed to hate Ravens at all costs. That's like me rooting for Seattle. That would never happen. Never. I don't care who they play. So, but hey, it is what it is. I don't like nobody, man. I'm an equal opportunity hater. And screw everybody in the NFL except San Francisco 49ers. That's how I feel.
Screw everybody, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I got a problem with every team.
And you should be. I mean, other than if they're not the Niners, right?
SF versus everybody, bro.
This is the only team
SF versus everybody.
The only team that Nate likes is this team.
Don't come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do it. Nate's gonna call in. Please put that down. Put that down. That hurt. Beto, take that damn hat off. I will come through this phone like Ghost Dad. Y'all probably don't know what that movie is. That's an old 80s movie with Bill Cosby in it coming through the phone. Never mind. It's an old school movie. But take that hat off and please burn it.
No, I can't. It's a customer's hat. I can't burn it, but
like I said, just give them a refund of the money and burn the hat.
I got I got a text. Is that no, it's not him.
Oh, you know Nate's gonna say something about that. You know that.
No, it's for a customer.
Yeah. Yeah, for y'all don't know, Beto has some business, man. So he does things
now is Beto?
with the NFL teams. I'm not gonna call you Beto.
Beto, there you
go.
Beto, that's what I like to hear. Screw the Cowboys, says Kathy Sanders. Cowgirls, excuse me. Yeah,
Kathy,
out of all the teams,
on.
I hate the Cowboys the most.
I agree with Kathy. Kathy's right on. She said it best. You know, Dallas sucks. My whole thing is, man, when NFL fans got a lot to say about our 49ers, I didn't forget a lot of the stuff when we went through that era of almost a decade of being horrible. You know, I didn't forget what a lot of fans was talking about to us, man. So, like I said, man, I'm not gonna sit here and you know, oh well, that is what it is. If you don't like it, win. All right, well, we win it. So now what? I'm coming. So you know, I've been putting people in the memory, the muscle memory, and I'm finna flex on these guys, man, when they talk about our team.
This Facebook, unfortunately, we don't know your name because Facebook won't reveal it unless you allow eCam through. But he says, I remember that movie, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Facebook user. That's right. Obviously, the Facebook user is the 80s, baby, or knows something about it. So that's cool. Appreciate that. That's funny. Somebody know about the movie. That made my night. I like that.
Yeah, let me real quick clarify because I'm going to get killed here. As a lot of you already know, many may not, I sell hats, I sell flags, glasses, and jerseys. And I got customers of all teams. So, you know, when it comes to money, I don't discriminate. My favorite color is green. So if I got a customer that orders a Boston jersey, or even I sold Cowboy, I got a couple of Cowboy jerseys right now. Now I put on gloves to hold those jerseys, but I'm not going to discriminate when it comes to money, man. So I love my Niners. I don't like certain teams, but if a customer wants a Cowboys jersey and they're paying for it, you damn straight this boy's gonna get it for them. Just to clarify that, I hate the Cowboys, but I ain't stupid. I'm never gonna turn money away. So, but that's the only reason why. And I was moving things around in my office today because I got my chair that I used to have. I had to take it out, and so the hat was underneath, and I just put it on the table. But I won't show it
Well,
again.
I want you to do me a favor. If you have a Tampa Bay hat, I'll pay you for it. You don't have to send it to me, but if you want, I will burn it in Tampa Bay because I'm sick of all these Buccaneer fans, bandwagon fans, acting like they've been some fans, knowing they couldn't even tell you anything about that team just 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Um, so I hope we do well this year to play them and beat them. That's what I want so bad. We're the only team that don't need to insert Bay in our name. The other two teams got to put Bay in theirs. They ain't no real Bay. So
I swear to
I
God,
don't
bro.
know, man. I'm tired of Tampa Bay, bro. I'm really tired of them, man.
Dude, I just squirted my screen. This stupid thing squirts everywhere but down. My hand sanitizer.
Yeah,
I went to squirt on my hand and it squirted to my screen.
yeah,
Anyway,
man. So it's funny because like fans, man, they go on this rants about stuff, but at the end of the day, this is why we have a 49er show. We don't care about them teams, man. We here whether we win or lose, but San Francisco is a historic franchise, making that West Coast offense very popular. Got so many legends in the game, Hall of Famers. So San Francisco 49ers is a proud franchise. So when you wear this red and gold, hey man, it means something. It means a lot. We've done a lot and contributed a lot in the NFL. So man, wear your SF everywhere you go and be super proud of this team. And we coming. And I believe our future's super bright because we got a young kid back there that's going to probably be a stud in the future. So I'm excited for that. But right now, I'm enjoying this year. And hopefully we get six with Garoppolo. I really hope so.
there it is, Mike.
Indeed, man. Indeed. So let's see what happens Sunday, man. And we're going to congregate and see postseason I mean, I'm sorry, post game, how we feel after this game. Like I said, don't come in there expecting a blowout, or it'd be nice if we get it, but don't come in there expecting a blowout. You know, just come in there hoping we get a W and play hard, man, because we still got some kinks to work out on our side too. But hopefully we get those holes and voids figured out. Hopefully Kyle Shanahan just keeps a simple game and not overthink it. And that's just what I feel. If I'm incorrect, I'm incorrect, and I'll be the first one to admit it. But I feel like Kyle Shanahan is getting away from his bread and butter, what makes him successful as a head coach. I feel like he's trying to get a little too complicated with his play calling instead of just keeping it simple, what's working. So,
Yep.
but yeah, bro,
Did you
that's
see
just
that?
my opinion.
Did you see Nathaniel's statement to me? He
No,
says,
I did
"Beto,
not.
you touched that Boston hat, you are dead to me." I'm in trouble now, bro.
But you knew that. I mean, I even told you if you rerun the tape tonight, I told you, man, don't do that. But
Should I
honestly, bro, you my brother on this one. You
should
and
I
Nate
put
got to work that out.
should
I
I put
can't.
it
I
should I
can't.
put it on again?
If I were you, I would just change the subject and keep it 49ers. You've already did the damage, so you just gotta,
Roll with it.
you gotta take the consequences, bro.
Yes, sir. Whenever you do something, you got.
Sanitizer's not enough. You're gonna have to just tell that customer his hat got lost and burn it on screen for Nate. But yeah, we just got to play our game, guys. You know what I mean? We're gonna have games defensively where we give up plays to big plays. We have a secondary that's not great. We the capable of making plays, but they don't be consistent. Our pass rush, um, it's only game three, but feel like what 2019 had. But at the same time, if we're getting pressures, we can't ignore that. If we are getting some pressures, hey, that's good. um, and that's what you want. So if we can just continue to play our game and execute in our offenses, I want them to carry this team. We should beat anybody on our schedule or have an opportunity to beat anybody on our schedule. So no more of them slow starts, man.
No, I know. Definitely, man. We definitely got to start fast, especially against Seattle, and trying to keep up with them because they do start fast. Hold on, real quick. This thing got. There we go. We got to start fast because, especially against Seattle, Seattle starts fast. We got to make sure that we don't allow Seattle to go up and down the field with us. We're going to have to keep them at bay, and we're going to have to run the ball and then put a pass rush. We're definitely going to have to go after Russell, disrupt him, get him confused, get him angry, get him upset. And hopefully Eric Armstead can bring some pressure. But definitely, it's not going to be an easy game to win, but a lot of Niner fans, they're like, yeah, this game is a loss. It's hard. We're not playing the same Seattle of 2 years ago or a year ago.
Yeah, they
Seattle
damn
has
sure
its
ain't no
issues
leaks in the
too.
boom.
Thank you.
Yeah, they got issues. They got a lot of holes. I mean, you don't drop 2 games like that, blow some leads. So
Come on, talk to me.
yeah, and I mean to add on to that, guys, we are capable of beating Seattle. It's not like it's impossible. We're gonna play the game. You know what I'm saying? We actually are very capable of beating Seattle. We just have to execute. Me personally, we run the ball, minimize the time of possession for Russell Wilson, and maximize our time of possession. Do a grind hard game, beat them up on the O line all game. I think our O line is better than their D line, and I believe we should get more positive than negative. So we run the ball well. There's no excuse to losing this game.
Correct.
They're not a great team. They ain't the Legion of Boom. We've seen better Seattle teams than this, guys. So this San Francisco team ain't what the greatest team either, but we don't know that yet. It's only game 3, but so far we don't look like a great. But even in 2019, we had the Steelers game. We had like 5 or 6 turnovers. People kind of said the same thing, and look what happened as we progressed. Granted, we had Raheem Mostert, but we didn't know about Mostert being that guy at that time because Breida was in. So we'll see. It's a long season. We might crank it up. We'll see what we do.
Yep. Real quick, I just want to say good night to Dawn. She is leaving the stream. Good night. Young hitter. He is also exiting the stream. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for stopping in and being part of the show. Much love and respect to you guys. And then we had Tanisha come in today. Tanisha, Steve, that popped in. Glenn. We have Chemo that also popped in. Guys, you guys are amazing. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time the N.W.A goes live on Friday nights and on Monday night football. So stay in touch with us by subscribing to the channel. So Mike, as we wind it down and call it a night, brother, I want to know, I know you don't care too much about predictions, so I'm not going to ask you for predictions anymore, but name me one player on the Niners that you hope would have a good game, that needs to have a good game, especially if Kittle isn't in the lineup.
Trey Sermon, run the damn ball. Run the damn ball. You can do the passing, but you need to run the ball. Have a balanced offense, but run more than 10 attempts. Trey Sermon has to have a good game. Look, I'm going to say it like this. The offensive line has got an upgrade for a reason. You don't get an upgrade on the offensive line. You got Alex Mack from the Falcons. Center, probably the best center we've had since Kyle's been here. Anybody would disagree with that?
Nope.
I think he's the best center we had. You got Trent Williams. Huge upgrade, right? Across the line, everybody's pretty good. They're holding their own. Mike McGlinchey's doing all right. He's doing good. So we got a good line across the board. So if you upgrade your offensive line, why the hell run the ball 10 times? We didn't upgrade the O-line to run the ball 10 times. Run the ball more, make the run game work, make your O-line earn that money and block, and let's get Trey Sermon going and execute. take off a lot of clock and time to get Russell Wilson out of rhythm where he's not on the field much, and we'll be fine. And our defense, if they can play a shortened game and our offense is killing the clock, moving the ball, they don't have to do a whole lot. So
Yep.
the offense needs to carry this team. And I'm going to continue to say that until I see the defense improve their play. The offense needs to carry this team. I am holding every game. I'm not looking at DeMeco Ryans. I don't give a damn what mistakes he does or does not do. I'm holding Kyle Shanahan to the standard because he's the head coach. He's been here for 5 years. He's helped build this team, and now he has to make it work. So if you're going to do something, it's the time to do it. It's now. You have a healthy enough roster. Run the damn ball, Kyle. That's all I got to say.
At the end of the day, you're right. Ross Dwally, let's see the production. Now, Mr. Nathaniel Hooley, I have not seen my full name written down like that since my mother was alive. The last time I read it, honestly, my mother, when I used to get in trouble, she used to say my full name completely. And it brought chills when I read it right now, bro. It brought chills. When I read Alberto Raul Luna, I'm like, oh, man. Last time I remember, I seen that name like that as my mom used to say it. So, I don't know where you got that from, but it brought chills, bro. Let's see. Jaws 1 through 4 is on Netflix. That's a good movie. I like Jaws.
Hey, speaking of Jaws, did Mario Van Peebles die in Jaws of Revenge? Because I saw that movie a long time ago. I just wanted to know because I don't remember it, but I saw it. I don't believe he did. The TV version says he did, but the actual movie, because TV edit stuff, it goes off earlier.
Correct.
I don't think he did. I actually watched the actual movie on VHS cassette tape back in the day.
What are those?
Kids today don't know. And whoever saw about Ghost Dad, they know of VHS. So it's some 80s babies out here. But
Beta. Yeah, remember Beta too?
Yeah. Yeah, so I just want to know that Mario Van Peebles survived. I believe he did. He was in Jaws of Revenge.
Yeah, I think he did.
Somebody know, let me know. I'm just gonna watch the end there, just find out for my damn self. I believe he did.
Javier agrees with you. He says, correct. It is time for our offense to step up. I agree with that. When I get enough money, I'm going to get a tattoo from my Niners. Kathy, you're getting a tattoo? Wow, girl.
Kathy.
She inspires me. She is inspired. Yeah, Albert. Orale. Tanisha says, do you think we can win a game without Kittle? Just curious on that. Yes, we have done it before. We can do it again. Kittle, to me, it's a great compliment to our offense. He does a lot for us. But the running game, we can have Kittle as we did against the Packers and lose. We can go without Kittle, but if our running game steps up and we can run the ball, our chances of winning are still great, in my opinion. What's your thoughts, Mike?
Absolutely. You know what I said? Run the damn ball. And by the way, was it Javier talking about Jaws? Jaws 3 was filmed in Orlando. Just a little fun fact. Pay attention. That's SeaWorld.
Is that where it was filmed?
Yes, sir. In Orlando, Florida. Jaws 3, SeaWorld. So, we got to run, man. Like, Trey Sermon is talented enough to run the damn football. He's a third-round draft pick for a reason. We saw what he did at Ohio State. Get that boy the ball and let him run.
Glenn says, Ghost Dad. I remember that movie, Bill Cosby.
Hey, all right.
See, yeah, Bill Cosby is Ghost Dad right now.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that separate. We try to keep it sports, but, yeah, man, people remember those old school movies. So I don't even like saying old school because I feel like
they're classics, bro. Classics.
Yeah, classics. Because old school to me, man, for me, old school would be like those movies like Shaft and
I used to love Shaft, the original one.
Dolomite, Cotton Comes to Harlem. Those are old school movies to me. But any movies in my era like Harlem Nights and Ghost Dad, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, those Miami Vice TV shows, that's my era. So I'm not gonna call that old school, damn it, because I'm still young.
Yeah. You want to keep the old out of that
My kids
phrase, bro.
think my stuff is old. I actually showed my I showed my son Tecmo Bowl like a year and a half ago. I showed him Tecmo Bowl, and he
He's
was
like, what
like,
is that?
"Man, he thought it was so ugly." I was like, "Man, you ain't gonna disrespect Tecmo Bowl, bro. You know,
Well,
you ain't gonna disrespect Tecmo Bowl."
back
Contra,
when I was growing up, bro. On if I don't know if you, I think you heard of an Atari
yeah,
2600.
of course,
I used to play ping pong. It
yeah,
was a green screen with two little dots, and the ball would just go doot doot
yeah,
doot, and
yeah.
I would play for hours on that game. I showed a YouTube channel to my nephew one time. Again, he's like, because nowadays the games that I play now on the internet are like huge. I mean these games are. I mean the detail to those games are real. It's like watching a movie. And they're like, "How did you play that?" But I used to play that. I used to play Pac-Man and Donkey Kong and a lot of those old games. But the kids nowadays, man, you know,
Hey, I remember that game Kung Fu on Nintendo.
Kung Fu. There you go.
Well, that was a game. So
Even back in our day, bro, you ever wanted to find all the kids in the neighborhood? You know how you found the kids in the neighborhood? Follow the trail of the bikes. Wherever you see all the bikes set up, that's where all the kids were. Now
I
it's
tell you
like,
what I want to do. I want to get that dog from Duck Hunt, and I want to find a code to put one in him. Because when he laughed when you missed the duck, dude, that used to piss me off. I used to really get pissed about that. I was like, I would try to shoot him, and he come up laughing like Dastardly Dudley or whatever. So I got pissed. But anyway, but yeah, man. Of course, Bruce Leroy, man. Who's the master? Last Dragon, one of my favorite movies. Absolutely, that's a
remember
classic.
when one of those movies, doesn't one of the girls that you like a lot came on?
Yeah, Last Dragon. Laura Charles
Or is
in
that
the
that
movie.
movie? Okay.
She was my first crush.
Your first actress
Vanity.
crutch.
She was Vanity Six. Back in the day with that group. Before Destiny's Child, y'all new heads, there was Vanity Six. Do your homework. The original Fly Girl, baby.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
original Fly Girl.
Damn right. Hey, who was touching Vanity back in the 80s, bro? Please tell me. She was she was top notch, bro. Uh, who's the master?
Who's the
San
master?
Francisco's the master. That's who. So I saw a comment earlier. I can't remember who it was. They were saying they addressed me. They said, Mike. They put some exclamation mark with some emphasis. I love when people do that. It was like Mike Trey Sermon is tiptoeing, so he got to want to run the ball. Again, my response is 10 carries, 10 carries,
Yeah,
10
that's not
attempts.
enough, bro.
I mean, you can say what you want. Raheem Mostert had 29 against Green Bay. You give Trey Sermon more than 10. Trey Sermon did score a touchdown with that tiptoeing, right? Give him more carries. You know what I'm saying? We got an offensive line that can block. We have an offensive line that can do their thing. So you got to give more than 10 carries. You can't say, all right, he dropped an incomplete pass, so take him out the whole quarter, or he's tiptoeing. Man, forget that. He's a rookie. Who cares? If he getting production on his yards, it is what it is. He scored a touchdown. So he's very capable of moving the chains.
Yep.
But I want to see him get more than 10 carries. I can't really say what he does if he doesn't get more than 10 carries. If he gets more than 10 carries and he doesn't do anything, then I'll stand correct. But until I see him get an opportunity, I'm going to hold Kyle Shanahan accountable. 10 carries is inexcusable for a starting running back. I don't care what nobody says. That's my opinion.
Yeah, whether
I'm
you
going to
trust
stand
him or
on it.
not, I hear you.
Yeah, he still scored a touchdown. So I don't care about that. I want to see more than 10 carries.
If you're gonna put him in there, you got to utilize his ability in there. You don't just put him in there and then not get the ball to him. I mean, to give the ball to Juice.
Are we going to excuse the fact that Jimmy Garoppolo on 3 attempts couldn't get in the end zone, but he's perfect on quarterback sneaks and not one quarterback sneak was called?
That is correct.
Are we going to excuse the fact that we punted the ball on 4th and 1 when we got a quarterback who can run a quarterback sneak 100% of the time effectively? Like, come on, man. It ain't that people don't want to run. They're not getting an opportunity. Trey Sermon wants to run the football. He wanted to score. He did score. We need more than 10 carries, bro. I'm sorry. 10 attempts is not enough. But yeah, I see the fans going in on this 80s, man. They loving that 80s talk, man. So we must got some 80s babies here. I
Oh
thought we
yeah,
might have had a young crowd.
Javier
I didn't know
says
what the crowd was looking like.
Castlemania. I love that game.
Hey, let me tell y'all
Castlemania,
something.
Zelda.
I
Love
want
those
everybody
games.
to do a favor. Go on YouTube. There's a dude named Angry Nerd. It's funny as hell to me. Type in Angry Nerd Ninja Turtles. You might not like it, but I thought it was hilarious. Um, he basically goes in on that original Ninja Turtles game. I grew up loving the Ninja Turtles, but that game was hard as hell, and I never beat it. My friend's dad did, but I never beat it. I was pissed. I'm not talking about the Ninja Turtles Arcade 2, the sequel. I'm talking about the first one, where turtles are in the water on a stage and die. How the hell does a turtle die in water? It's just made no sense. We were kids, man. They made that game too damn hard. But if you're not born in the 80s, it don't matter. You could be born in the late 70s. You still in the 80s because if you were born in 1977, it's not like you grew up watching every single thing live because you were 2, 3 years old. But when the 80s came in, you start seeing things 6, 7, 8 years old. So you know, but hey, uh, yeah, Nate knows Denise Matthews. I know that's her real name. She actually became a pastor.
Yep.
She got rid of the entertainment business and became a pastor. So, rest in peace to her, man. But yeah, Lord Charles is what I called it because that was her name on the movie. Denise Matthews, Vanity. She was my first childhood crush ever.
Yeah. Christian Carver says, "Who's Beto's first crush?" It was Wonder Woman, the original Wonder Woman.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, she was. I was a kid, crush, but yeah, that was back in the early '80s, man. Luke Luna says, "Hell yeah, Mega Man."
Mega Man. Yeah, I know people. People used to like Mega Man, Battletoads, um, Double Dribble, Arch Rivals. I don't know if you remember that on Sega. I remember the Simpsons arcade game. That was more '90s, but that was dope. NBA Jam. I remember Mortal Kombat first came out.
Yeah.
That was huge. Um, Man, it was just some classic games, man. People used to play Donkey Kong, Pac
Javier,
Man.
Javier says, "I'm 40." Tanisha says, "I was born in '75. You're 5 years younger than me, Tanisha. 5 years younger
Okay.
than me." Luke Luna says, "Love Juice in the past game." A lot of people have been talking about a lot of movies, bro. We definitely got to do maybe some kind of either on YouTube or on Facebook a page where we can just talk and reminisce about movies, talk about
Man,
old
we'll have
movies.
fun on the show. So if put it this way, we beat Seattle, man, we could mix it up and have fun. We could talk about the game a little bit, but man, we could talk about the damn '80s, man.
I
Have a
agree.
fun show.
I agree.
Do it. If the
Change it
fans
up.
like it, then there we go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, man. I know we got to go before the '80s to me, and I'm only speaking on me. I can't. I'm not disrespecting the '70s, '60s because without those decades, the '80s wouldn't have been where it is because everything evolved from past. But I don't know, man. It just seemed like in the '80s, man. Maybe media wasn't as exposed as much. I'm sure there were issues, but it just seemed like in the '80s, people had fun. Like just listen to the music, like hip hop, hippity hoppy, don't stop. They had so much goofy music. It was just fun. Nowadays, you can't get that spirit back, man. Everybody's talking about killing, drugs, and I
Yeah.
mean, who wants to hear that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like nobody in there, a person working a 9 to 5 job can listen to that in the car, but they got to turn it off because they got to go to work. That's not real life. But when you were in the '80s, you might break dance like Turbo from breaking in the bathroom, pick you up a broom and start breakdancing because that's real life, right? You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So I just feel like in the '80s, man, people were more together in some sense. They were less tension. I mean, there were things going on, right? But it just seemed like people had fun. The music was fun. Movies was fun. Remember Gremlins came out, Little Shop of Horrors, the
Yeah.
remake. You just had like, remember 48 Hours? It's like movies back then could not come out today. Remember
Nick
48
Nick
Hours?
Nolte and
And Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, bro. That
Dude,
was
I watched that movie recently, the first one, because they had two. I watched the first one recently. I looked at that movie. I'm like, it's no way in hell that movie could come out today.
no.
You know what I'm
Too
saying?
much
And it's
race.
crazy. It's too much, yeah. But
Racial.
everybody loved the scene. Even Rednecks. Love the scene when Eddie Murphy went in there and handled the Rednecks. I mean, it was a funny scene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, it's all fun. People made things fun in living color. They broke so many barriers in the 90s.
Yes.
They had
Preacher,
people from
brother.
many cultures and they would go in on people's cultures, but they would do it, on a fun, comical basis. You can't put a living color out today. Everybody's so afraid to just have fun. They want to be so politically correct, man. We got to go back to the spirit of everybody having fun, man, when things was just cool. You know what I'm saying? Music was fun. Like, I don't know, man. It's just different today, man. I listen to some of the stuff that these kids listen to, and I get generations change, but damn, I'm like, who wants to hear about drugs all day, bro?
Yeah. Kill the
I don't.
police. Do drugs this, and slap your mama. It's like it's crazy,
It's
and
it's
then you
sad,
wonder
bro.
you wonder why the world is the way it is. Listen,
It's a
listen to what
reflection,
they're
bro.
listening to, because believe it or not, we know this. Music does affect people. Some of them it
Absolutely.
does it even subconsciously. You listen to something a long time, it's going to affect you.
Bro, when people say like music has no effect, I be like, hey, does Sunday football have an effect when you lose? Because I be pissed off when the 49ers lose. I
Hey,
ain't go.
come on now.
Was you mad? Were you mad when we lost to Green Bay?
Oh yeah,
Hey, I ain't go to bed. I was pissed off. I ain't
but
gonna lie to you.
if music did not have an effect, bro, how many times have you heard a song and if
Hmm.
it meant something to you, it took you back, whether you wanted to go or
Absolutely.
not? It took you
Yeah.
like from 1 minute, boom. Especially if you're driving by yourself, it takes you back. Why? Because at that particular moment in your life, that song that came on took a graviness to your life, and it takes you back to that. So, music is
Yeah.
powerful, and unfortunately, in the '80s, like you said, music you can hear that, and you can play it, and it was good music. Unfortunately, the
Bro,
music nowadays
let me say it like this, bro. And I know we gotta
is
go. I
yeah.
came up before the 90s, right? Took off with N.W.A. and Tupac Shakur. I came up on Anita Baker.
Mm,
How the hell can I come from Anita Baker and listen to Nicki Minaj, bro? It's not happening.
yeah,
No
she's
disrespect
hard.
to her, but come on, bro. I came up when Anita Baker, Patti LaBelle, like these Whitney Houston, like these women was killing it, and they had natural. Look at 80s videos. You don't find no person in there with all this stuff that they got implants and all this craziness. They're natural. They're very natural. You don't find the men outside of Zapp and Roger. You don't see a lot of guys doing a lot of auto tunes or whatever. Because I know people think T Pain invented that and he did not. Go listen to some of that Zapp and Roger, more bounce to the ounce. You'll hear all that stuff. And it was jamming. But like I said, man, it's a different day, bro. And I ain't even mad at the rappers. I'm mad at the entertainment industry, like the label owners, man. Like these people that are very rich and sophisticated, and they're pumping money into these kids who don't know a damn thing, and all they know is they're getting a check. It's a business, bro. And at the end of the day, hey, it's sad. I mean, I came up on Tupac Shakur, music that had substance and meaning, man. Public Enemy, Arrested Development, Grandmaster Flash, Run DMC, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. It's just different, bro.
Yeah, the music now it's crazy, bro. It's it's
Yeah.
it's crazy. Uh, Chemo says that one of his crushes when he was young was Heather Locklear. She was a cutie. She definitely was.
Oh, Chemo, what's up, Chemo? All
Yeah,
right.
he's here. He's in here. And then
Good, good.
it was Spears for Christian. Christian like Spears. He grew up in the '80s
Brittany?
though. Brittany, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
that's cool, man. Everybody, not if you're a guy, there's what I'm not even gonna sit there and say whether you're a guy or girl. Everybody had a crush at one point or another growing up, man. It's just part of life, man. There's somebody that's gonna grab your attention, a movie, a TV show, whatever, and you're just gonna draw near that person. And Linda Carter was mine, and thank you, Nathaniel, for bringing the name. I couldn't think of her name. Linda Carter, the original Wonder Woman. And I don't know if she was a beautiful woman too, but I think it was more of her antics, what she used to do, and the way she used to move. And being into a kid, I fell in love with the whole the whole thing. But as I got a little older, Apollonia was definitely a crush as well,
Man,
especially
bro,
Purple Rain.
I ain't gonna front. I did have a little side crush on what's her name from Saved by the Bell.
Oh, the one,
Screech, not Screech. I'm sorry. What's the tough dude in
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
show?
yeah, Mario Lopez, the one that
Yeah,
was dating,
his girl.
yeah, his girl, yeah, yeah,
That girl, I don't know, bro. She had this like
the brunette,
appeal to
yeah.
me. Yeah, like she was. I don't know if she's Spanish or what she was.
She was Latina.
Okay, well, she definitely had my eye too. But
Yeah, she was a
I don't know.
cutie.
I ain't really like a lot of celebrities, but there's a handful that I like. I don't care what nobody say though, bro. Angela Bassett is up there to me.
Oh, listen.
Look, bro,
She still looks
I
good
love.
now.
I listen. Black don't crack, bro. I love. It's true, bro. It don't. I love.
But they say when you go black, you never go back.
Come on, bro. Oh yeah, but I love.
Oh
Those
shit,
celebrities
man.
I just said, but Angela Bassett,
Black don't
like
crack. I'm sorry.
when everybody loves Holly Berry, I've always preached
Oh,
about
Holly
Angela
Berry, baby.
Bassett. Hey, cool, but I like Angela Bassett better,
Yeah, yeah,
and I've
yeah.
always liked Angela Bassett
She's been classic.
better.
Yeah, she's a hot. Even
Bro,
the new
she's just like the man. She's always been consistently beautiful. Angela Bassett to me, yeah. I
Yeah,
wanted to be Stella, got
she's.
her groove back. Kick Tay Diggs out. Let me be that dude. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you. She's
we
beautiful
could have,
now. Yeah, she's in a program called 9/11,
yeah.
and she's
Angela
still.
Bassett. And you know what I love about Angela Bassett? She's always been a classy actress
Yes,
role.
yes,
You
yes.
know, no disrespect to Holly Berry, but Angela Bassett ain't have to do Monsters Ball, bro.
Yeah,
She
Halle
turned it
Berry
down.
can kind of go in the deep side a little bit, a
No,
lot
but it's
actually.
cool. It's a business. I'm not mad at him. But I'm just saying Angela Bassett has taken roles like Tina Turner.
There you go,
You
bro.
know,
Steve says Tiffany Amber. These was the girl for the one you liked from Save from the Bell.
is that her name?
Yeah, that's her real name. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. Yeah, she was the girlfriend of what's his name? Zach?
Yeah, Zach, which is Mario. No, Zach wasn't.
No,
It was a
not
character
what was
played by Mario Lopez.
yeah, whatever his name was. That girl. That's who I liked. She just had an appeal to her. But man, Angela Bassett though, man, you know, uh, Nate is right about that. That's a
Especially
better example.
Archie
Let
Bunker.
me tell y'all something, man. Damn, we extended the show, but I don't care. The fans digging it, man. Shit, we running.
They're loving it, bro.
Hey, let me tell y'all something, man. This is real talk. I know we're a Niner show, but we've gotten away from the Niners a little bit. But it is what it is. We reminiscing right now. That's what we do. We go off script. We ain't ESPN. Um,
Come on
Do
now.
the Right Thing. If you've watched that movie, Do the Right Thing, that movie was so ahead of its time because it deals with issues, unfortunately, that as a society we deal with. There was a scene in Do the Right Thing, and it could not come out today. That movie could not come out today either. But what's funny was there was two scenes. Number one, there was a scene where they went on a long racial rant. Spike Lee started it, and Samuel L. Jackson was the conclusion of it. But it was like
Oh
a
my
minute clip
goodness.
of
Combination of those two.
all the cultures just going in on each other. And you know what? When you listen to everybody, it's sad that mankind really feels this way about each other. It's sad. It's
Yes.
pathetic.
Yeah, it is.
Like my brother Beto, right? He's Mexican, right? Me, my ethnicity is Cameroon and Germany. German. So I don't have no problem with Beto. I would never say anything about my brother's culture. To me, he's a fine human being. But that movie really pointed out the deep heart of America and issues that they don't want to address.
Yes.
And the second scene that I'm referring to is when, if you have not watched Do the Right Thing, it was made in 1989. I want you to go watch it because guess what? They had a song on there called Fight the Power. Okay. That song was actually remade recently with George Floyd. So go check out Chuck D. He actually did a remake. And ironically, the way George Floyd died by a choked of a police officer unjustly, Radio Raheem died the same way. And this was made in 1989. So it was talking about George Floyd in 1989, guys.
That's crazy,
So
bro.
Go look at the movie. I ain't making it up.
No.
George,
I'm not saying you
yeah,
are. I'm just saying it's crazy that happened.
you see what I'm saying? But like those movies had substance. They had a message in them, and it was trying to get society to do better. Because at the end, nobody did the right thing. That's the whole point of the movie. It was called "Do the Right Thing," but nobody did. You know what I'm saying? And it had substance. Even Harlem Nights, as funny as it was, there was a lot of gems and messages. If you listen to it,
Yeah.
they had a lot of gems. There was a part where Richard Pryor sat Eddie Murphy down and told his character, "It's not cool to die when you're 25 and say, 'Hey, I ain't no punk.'" I wish Tupac would have been told that.
Yeah.
But he said it's better to die when you're 95 with your grandkids on the. It had some gems in these movies, man. But people nowadays, you got to be so politically correct. You can't say anything. Everybody's afraid of being accountable for the littlest things. Everybody's so highly offended, and this is why we got this generation today, man. Of everybody being uptight and out of control, man. We need to get back to the spirit of the '80s, bro. That's just my humble opinion. Where everybody was breakdancing for no reason, and when they had a beef, they would breakdance their beef. They don't have to kill each other.
Somebody wants to say hello.
What's good? What's good?
She's my pride and joy, bro. But no, you're right, absolutely, bro. It's sad that the world is what it is today. It's that people have to see color. People have to,
Yeah, it's pathetic.
it's like it's about the person that's what's going to judge. What I'm going to judge you is not based on your color. It's the way you
Right.
treat me, the way you show respect or don't show respect to me. That's what's going to determine whether I want to be a friend of you or not. It has nothing to do
Correct.
with who you are of color, man. And it's so sad that people don't get the opportunity to really get to know somebody and see how good they really are because of their color. And they stop
Man,
it
I
right
agree.
there. And it's,
I got people, man, that it's just amazing, man, like how people think. And I think culturally, when you're brought up into a culture and you're not exposed to another culture and you hear so much about it, like I'm gonna be honest, man. In every major city, there's a inner city that's mostly poor, and then there's a suburban area that's mostly well-to-do. Well, neither side really knows enough about each other, so stereotypes come, and then next thing you know, people form a conclusion. And I ask people, have you ever been to this side of town where you think negative of a group of people? No. So what do you know about them? What you see on the news? That's not reality. The news will. You ever notice the news will go to the most ignorant person and put them on and interview them?
yep,
And next thing you know, that's a reflection of the whole community, but it's not. They'll take the most ignorant person and put them on there, and like I'm not gonna say this dude's ignorant, but he fits the description. You remember when they had the dude up in Ohio that supposedly rescued those girls that was in a basement or something like that, and the guy had him in there for like years, and he lived next to him, and he found him, and then he came out there and the way he presented himself,
yeah,
they let that camera run a little too long, bro, and they did that intentionally.
yep,
I guarantee you there's some fine people. There's an old school grandma in all them neighborhoods, man, that'll cook you some cornbread and show you some love, but you ain't never gonna put her on there.
that's sad.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That old big mama in them neighborhoods is no longer there. It's disconnected, man. And now the accountability level has gone down. It's just sad day to day. But we got to get this stuff back up, man. Like us who know this stuff, we got to take a stand. We got to come together as one. It can't just be this community and this community. You're only going to make it harder. Because if you really want to be honest about it, fight the power was a deeper meaning about a systemic structure that actually affects everybody with money at some
Yes,
capacity.
yes.
But we'll save that for another show. But at the end of the conclusion, man, I know we got to go. Screw Seattle. I did say I'll say it at the end. I'm going to keep my word. You thought I forgot, didn't you? I had it on my mind the whole time while I was talking all that peace. Well, ain't no damn peace with Seattle. We can be ratchet. We can go in there and declare war. Screw Seattle. They suck, and I don't like them.
Exactly. Listen, guys, it was fun. It was a pleasure. We talk primarily football. We're primarily talking 49ers, but we are all family. We preach this all the time. We're family here. And we talked a little bit about movies of the 80s. A lot of us said our ages and we remember video games. And we reminisce on a Friday night. Listen, we're getting to the week and we talked about our Niners. We talked about Seattle. But we got an opportunity to reminisce a little bit about our past. Some of us had a good past, some of us didn't, but it's always fun to bring other subjects other than just football because we are family. And it's like if me and Mike were talking one-on-one on the phone, we're not going to talk 49ers all the time. We're going to bring some other things, and that's what we did tonight. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And thank you guys for being part of the show. Thank you guys for most importantly to be part of the family of the N.W.A. Continue to watch, continue to follow, continue to support this channel by sharing it with your friends and family. We love you guys. Thank you for everything you guys have done. Thank you for the support. Mike, it's always a pleasure having you on the show. Nathaniel, the Boston hater, is on the comments. He's working late tonight, so he couldn't make it. Eric is celebrating his birthday, so he couldn't make it, but they're always here in spirit. To everybody in the comments, I'm not going to start names because I'm going to miss somebody. You know who you are. We love you. We appreciate you, and we're glad to have you. Until next time, have a wonderful weekend and enjoy the Niners kicking the Seahawks ass out of Santa Clara. Peace.